right, we are in beautiful Santorini, Greece, and we opted to do the Royal Beach Club, I guess the newest version of the beach club here in Greece. It's their first one, so it's only been open a few months, so we're gonna give it a try, and here's what you get with it. So let's go find out. And just so you know, when you get in your cabin, these are the tickets that you get when you get off the ship. We're gonna go meet in the music room. We're on Odyssey of the Seas. And they say we have a tender just for shore excursion people. So we're probably one of the first ones to get off. But if you're on this ship and you're going on a tender port, don't forget, you have to get a numbered card because they rank the tenders by number. They don't really say it anywhere. They say it just a few places, but they don't announce that. So the earlier you get a card, the earlier you can get off the ship. So pro tip for those people not doing an excursion and just exploring Santorini, make sure you get that tender number card. The earlier the better, the lowest number you can get. So, or doing a private excursion. So if you're just doing Santorini on your own, or you booked through another company on your own private excursion, make sure you get that numbered tendered card. Does that make sense? So now we are in the music hall waiting to get on the tender and then a bus when we get off it. So very important, when you come to the music room, you gotta show them your ticket, and your party has to be all together so they can put you on the same bus together. Very important. Also, they give you a number and you have to have that number visible. Let me show you the number. So as you can see, we are number 34 bus. And my wife loves to be filmed, so.
Right.
So now we're just waiting until they call us to our tender, because we have one exclusively for us, I believe. And then we'll head to the dock and get on bus 34 and head to the beach club. So our next view will be on the tender or the beach club, depending when I'm gonna whip out my phone again. So we're on the tender, we made it tender. And now we are informed that we are touring the towns first, because with this excursion, you do, I think, an hour and a half in the towns. So Oia and Fira, I don't know the names. Was that pretty close?
No.
No? Okay.
Eos and Furios.
Eos and Farios. I don't think that's right. Okay.
It turns out they were wrong.
There you go.
This is a good video.
We tour the towns first and do all your shopping and whatnots. And then you go to the beach club where they serve drinks and, yes, I said whatnots, where they serve alcoholic beverages and food. So by the time you get to the Santorini Beach Club, you're gonna eat. So, and look at my travel partner. Rip roaring to go. Lori's loving these narrated videos for YouTube. So now you're off the tender, and we're just gonna find our bus with number 34, which is right in front of us. So when you find your bus, you will need to show your ticket yet again to get on the bus. You didn't need it for the tender. There's Donnie back there.
Anything you need, questions, assistance, I'm your person. Yeah, so you come to me. Now let me give you an idea, a little bit of our plan for this tour, for this morning. I do have also a map of the island here.
So the second stop, if you're gonna do the Royal Caribbean Santorini private island, we stopped at Io. I'm getting terrible with this. Stopped at Io, now we in Fira, and you spend about an hour and a half at each stop, but you know, by the time the tour guide takes you to where you're gonna meet, and give you some instruction. You really have about an hour, 15 minutes at each stop. And honestly, it kind of gets overwhelming. Very crowded, very tight. It's kind of nice we're going to the beach club. But yeah, we decided to stop at a rooftop bar, have a few drinks, have a little snack before we get to the beach club, and just enjoy the amazing view. So if you're interested in this excursion, that's what it's like. So next update will be at the beach club. I'll show you what they have to offer there. So when you enter for the Santorini Royal Caribbean Beach Club, as you can see, you're surrounded by mountains. So it's a very, very secluded Royal Beach Club. There's nothing on the left, nothing on the right, and nothing behind you. So it's just you and other cruise passengers. You get a towel? Thank you. The Virgin. Where's the Virgin? Ah, God. Thank you. Thank you. So when you enter, you got extra seating under some shade for the buffet, as you can see. They have 4 tops, and they also have ocean view 2 tops in the corner. They have some comfortable seats, and the music you hear is actually live music, so you are getting some live music. Then we're gonna come through the double doors. Then you got coffee over here, your buffet over here, and open seating in this covered area with frozen Greek yogurt machine. Here's the Greek buffet. So under here, you have your dessert bar with all your treats. You have your pastry section with all sorts of good stuff. Your coffee bar. Live music, your bar, more coffee, hey, and then another side to the buffet over here. And then on the far side, you have a nice little area if you want to be in the sun. Watch your step over here, but there's also a smoking section if you are a smoker. Right now there's nobody in it, but they got nice comfortable chairs. And let me show you, these beach chairs go on, as I said, very, very secluded at the Royal Beach Club in Santorini. And when I say there's no one behind you, there's no one behind you. All right, going up to eat, just so you know, we have a nice little shady area here. Up above is the bar, the beach club. Now these stairs are pretty slick and pretty steep, so watch your step. Now it's time for lunch. Lunch with a view.
welcome.
So most has sprinkles. In Santorini they got. We're gonna try that later. Then you got a bar right here. Then you got kind of private, more secluded beach chairs, and those are changing rooms over there. But you also have these nice seats with little roofs on them. They even have places to rinse your feet.
Let me turn it off.
Yeah.
You didn't know, Hoka makes water shoes. And they are very, very comfortable.
So this is the side, on the left side of Santorini. We saw horses coming down, and I see stuff from the horses. But Lori's checking out. You could just dig. But look how secluded this is. If you really wanted to, you can get a blanket, head down here, and have your own private beach. I'll spin around so you can see the sun's going down in Santorini. And this place is gorgeous. Let's see these changing huts. Oh, not much. You do need to get a mirror. Over on the side, you have the showers if you need to shower off. Yes, Greek yogurt. So your choices are Greek.
Vanilla.
I will take the Greek.
Oh, yeah.
While in Greece. Good and healthy choice.
Really?
Yes, if you won't try from your husband.
How is it?
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
Try.
wait. Let me see.
That is different.
And healthy.
Frozen Greek yogurt. Nurse approved. Healthy.
Of course.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. We gotta board the buses. That's ours right there. And say goodbye to this beautiful, beautiful excursion. The staff are beyond awesome at the Royal Beach Club, Santorini. Highly suggest that you do it. Hopefully you get a great cruise director. Hopefully you get the best bus driver and narrator and historian
Oh my God,
on this cruise.
I'm blushing.
All right, how do we all feel about the Santorini Beach Club?
It was great.
Good, great. Thumbs
Very
up.
nice.
Thumbs up, babe. All right.
Awesome.
We recommend
Now
you do
that we
it.
are boxed in, everybody's on time.
Oh, yeah. Lori really liked it. She likes being on film.
Yeah. More to the south, yes, is where we have the fishing families. I mean, where I also live, my family is further down the beach we visited. Closer to the mountain is where my mother's family is from. And my grandpa was a fisherman, and you have a lot of fishing families.
Okay, I'm back from the excursion in Santorini, and I thought I'd share my thoughts on the excursion in case you were thinking about doing it. Had my shower because it was a beach day technically, and I'm back from the beach, showered up. It's that shower always feels good after the beach, am I right? And we're getting prepared to go to dinner, so I wanted to capture my final thoughts of the Royal Beach Club Santorini and if it's worth it. First of all, the only thing negative I can say about the excursion, if you're a person that wants to shop and stay more, EU and Fira, I'm going to butcher those names, as you can tell through this whole video. But if you like more shopping there, then this wouldn't be the excursion for you. So that is basically the only downside, because you get an hour and a half at each stop, but that's if everybody from the first stop is back at the bus on time to get you going to the next stop. If people are late, it just takes away from each part of the excursion. So you're at the mercy of the fellow bus passengers. Just your bus. There are about 4 or 5 buses that actually took people to different destinations. And I'm not sure if you're watching this. We went to Oia Fira and then the Royal Beach Club. Now, everybody leaves at the same time, so I'm guessing some people go to Fira first, then to Oia, and then the Royal Beach Club. And I don't know if anybody starts at the beach club and then does the 2 towns after the beach club. So I'm not sure how that goes. The directors of that bus they walk you to the site, and you are going to do a lot of walking when you get off. Both little towns, you had to walk steep. The first one is Oia. You had to walk those steep steps, if you remember. And then in Fira, you had to walk a very steep hill to get to the main part of town where they let you go. And then she gives everybody, or the guide gives a speech on where to meet and what time to be at the bus and all the information. And that takes about 15 to 20 minutes of that hour and a half. So you basically have just a short amount of time. We didn't even make it to the area where all the blue domes around the churches. We didn't make it to that place you see on all the videos. We got close. We saw 1 or 2, but not like the big view. And, maybe we went the wrong way. Still, for us and my wife, we feel we had plenty of time at each town before going to the beach club. That is basically the only negative I have about this excursion. It is a phenomenal excursion. The Santorini Beach Club, like you saw in the video, very secluded, very nice. The staff, I don't know if they're just being over the top friendly because it's new and trying to create buzz, but every staff member there, smiling faces, always asking if you need something. Top notch crew at the Santorini Beach Club. The lounge chairs are very, very, very comfortable. Now, if you've been to the beach club in Coco Cay, it's just regular loungers like the ones you get on the cruise. But there they had the nice thick padding, and they inclined almost vertical. So if you're like me, I don't like the layout. I just like to sit and be comfortable. But I went beginning of May. So beginning of May, just so you know, it's still a little bit chilly out on days, and the water temperature was like 67 degrees. Very cold, just enough to stick your feet in. But there were guests out there swimming, and you heard a lot of whoo, woo, a lot of hooting and hollering. But they had a great time out there. I've never been to a beach. I know there's some in Hawaii that does it, but has the volcanic black sand. And apparently in the summertime, that sand is going to burn the crap out of your feet. But if you notice in the video, Royal Caribbean has laid out like walking paths. Not all the way down, but majority of the way. So if you're the first one on the bus or first one down there, I suggest you try and get one of those loungers by the walking path and save your feet. The food buffet style, now I'm used to Coco Cay where it's sit down, steak, lobster, and stuff like that. The buffet style, there's so much more food, all Greek inspired food. So you get to try a lot of stuff, which was wonderful. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but our tour guide told us this. Many people dig caves for their houses, almost like hobbit holes if you know Lord of the Rings. So when they dig these holes, they all have houses. And when you're coming in, you can see the cave houses. And she said they are big families in Greece. And so every time they had another kid, they just dig another part of the cave for another room. But the Royal Beach Club kind of went the same method. Parts of them, especially the bathrooms, are cave-like. They are inside the mountain. So you will be going inside the mountain to use the restroom there. And just so you know, when they have the steps aren't like, some are a little taller than others, so you really got to watch your step going down to the beach. So be careful going down those stairs, and there's not many handrails. So just be careful. Other than that, the food was excellent. There was plenty of shade if you're looking for shade. And of course, you have that smokers area for you smokers out there. One thing I recommend, when in Greece, right? When in Rome, try the frozen yogurt ice cream. Delicious. It's very, very creamy. But they do have vanilla ice cream if you're not into you get a taste of it, see if you like it, and then get the vanilla if you don't like it. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video on the Royal Beach Club Santorini and everything that it offers. Also, the bus and the bus driver, very nice. Very scary. I recommend sitting in the back of the bus if you don't want to see the bus making those turns up the mountain. So another great part I forgot to mention is you don't have to worry about the donkey trail, walking up that slick trail, or using a donkey, and you don't have to wait hours in line for the trolley system, because they take you to the old port, they put you on a bus, you go up the mountain, and when you're done with all 3 stops, they take you right back down the mountain, and you get on your boat and go. Just right there, it's worth getting the Santorini Beach Club just for that. So thank you for watching Cruising with Taberland. We're building this channel as much as possible. Please follow if you like this, or if you like cabin hacks. I do a lot of cabin hacks because I bring a lot of little gadgets with me to make my stay in my cabin so much more enjoyable. But, you know, I know they're not everybody's cup of tea. So thank you for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy your trip to the Mediterranean.